It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. We're on track 2 from The Death of Slim Shady. I still just rolled out of bed, but I'm waking up. That first track got me going, and if that is any tell of what's to come on this project, I'm excited for it. We got a whole lot of tracks left. This one is called Habits. Let's dive in. Let's see what that man was cooking with.
Been waiting a long time for this shit. Long time no see. Thought you got rid of my ass, huh? Alright, here's what we're gonna do. You take this, or I put a bullet between your fucking eyes. Here, we'll split it. Half an Ativan, I'm driving straight out of van. In a black sedan, fast as I can. In Pakistan, getting chased by Pakistans. You know how I roll, bitch, I'm an avalanche. It's my shit, I'm gonna spit it how I wanna spit it. Whoever gets offended, suck a dick and fuck a critic.
Ooh, oh, I like that flow switch. Okay, I wasn't expecting that from M.
In Pakistan, getting chased by Pakistans. You know how I roll, bitch, I'm an avalanche. It's my shit, I'm gonna spit it how I wanna spit it. Whoever gets offended, suck a dick and fuck a critic. About to get retarded on this motherfucking shit. You can't say retarded. Shut up, midget, shut up. We've been trying to break the habit of saying any R words, but I'm still an addict, so it's getting harder.
Yo, that's wild. He's like, I'm trying not to say any R words, but I'm an addict, so it's getting harder. Yo, that's wild. Yo, okay, yo, M is not playing with this one. He came out trying to piss some people off.
It's my shit, I'm gonna spit it how I wanna spit it. Whoever gets offended, suck a dick and fuck a critic. About to get retarded on this motherfucking shit. You can't say retarded. Shut up, midget, shut up. We've been trying to break the habit of saying any R words, but I'm still an addict, so it's getting harder. Been calling bitches hoes since a kindergartner. Since Jimmy Carter, now I'm kitty cornered. Sitting in PC court with a shitty lawyer. Like, damn.
You got an addiction, man.
Okay.
I know you can't get rid of me forever, cause you know that I'm prescription, man. Goddamn, I miss you, Slim. You got an addiction, man. I know you can't get rid of me forever, cause you know that I'm prescription, man. Next time I'll be in your van.
Was just a kid from Detroit who knew how to destroy the booth and had a point to prove. Venomous still I poison youth sentences. I'm penning are just a toy with you, which is a joy.
I love these flows that he's coming in with.
Was just a kid from Detroit who knew how to destroy the booth and had a point to prove. Venomous still I poison youth sentences. I'm penning are just a toy with you, which is a joy.
And I love that run-on sentence thing that he does, like the sentences. Like he connects bars with like the middle of a sentence as opposed to it being the end of a line that you're saying. If that makes sense. I probably explained that poorly.
Was just a kid from Detroit who knew how to destroy the booth and had a point to prove. Venomous still I poison youth sentences. I'm penning are just a toy with you, which is a joy to do. Slim is just a lyricist, hear the voice is true sentiments. Got the women pissed and it seems like men are just off growing a huge clitoris. Pussies, yeah, I probably annoyed a few feminists. I reminisce on them blowing a fuse over my points of view. Still I'm devoid of two shits to give.
I like how he says, I reminisce on them getting pissed at my point of view. Yo, this man used to piss everybody off. I could only imagine. Well, I guess I don't have to imagine anymore because it seems like this album is going in that direction. But this man has always made, like, I don't know. I was going to say a habit, but I'm like, it's very pun intended. But a habit out of pissing people off. Out of just saying some shit that's out of pocket because he wants to see your reaction. I don't even think it's necessarily that he agrees with every single thing that he says. Sometimes it's just like, yo, you put a limit there. I'm gonna go past that limit. Let's see how you feel about it.
Venomous still I poison youth sentences. I'm penning are just a toy with you, which is a joy to do. Slim is just a lyricist.
See, like he said right there, they're just it's to toy with you. It's a joy to do. Like it's like I just enjoy the shit. Like you guys are so uptight about, you know, everything. It's like I want to kind of push that boundary and just see how you feel about it.
Just hear the voice is true sentiments. Got the women pissed and it seems like men are just off growing a huge clitoris. Pussies, yeah, I probably annoyed a few feminists. I reminisce on them blowing a fuse over my points of view. Still I'm devoid of two shits to give. My thinking is primitive, but when it comes to giving it to anybody, boy is Bruce generous. And I'm about as much of a boy as Bruce generous. Cause I'm not a boy, I'm a man, bitch. Man, bitch. My speech is free as his choice to choose.
Yo, he's gonna catch some shit. I guarantee you there's already articles. I almost feel like at some point we're gonna have to pull up those articles and make a video on my main channel talking about it, because I already know there's articles made just off of these first 2 songs alone, and I'm only 1:30 into this one. So I'm pretty sure his middle name is Bruce, right? So is Bruce generous? And then he went into rhyming it with Bruce Jenner is. And then he says, you know, I'm as much of a boy as they are, because I'm a man bitch. Like, This dude is different.
Growing a huge clitoris. Pussies, yeah, probably annoyed a few feminists. I reminisce on them blowing a fuse over my points of view. Still, I'm devoid of two shits to give. My thinking is primitive, but when it comes to giving it to anybody, boy, is Bruce generous. And about as much of a boy as Bruce Jenner is. Cause I'm not a boy, I'm a man, bitch. Man, bitch. My speech is free as his choice to choose gender is. This shit is like opioid abuse, isn't it? Yep.
Ooh, I like that. Hold up.
And about as much of a boy as Bruce Jenner is. Cause I'm not a boy, I'm a man, bitch. Man, bitch. My speech is free as his choice to choose gender is.
My speech is free as his choice to choose genders is. I'm totally in agreement with that. Because nowadays it's like, you don't even have to be putting hate on somebody. You're not even like actively trying to hate on someone or bring them down or anything like that. But there's words and phrases and like you can't even ask questions anymore, because if you ask questions, you're a phobe in some way. You're this phobic, that phobic. It's actually crazy. Like it's like, and you're not allowed to have an opinion. You're not allowed to speak on that opinion or say anything. Like I don't get it. Like I understand the whole stop people from like really hating on someone and pushing them to a certain limit, so on and so. But just give an opinion or say how you feel about a certain topic or a certain situation that's going on. I just don't understand why we're like, well, you're not allowed to do that. Because here's the thing, people are still gonna feel that way. It's almost like you're trying to bottle up people's opinions and shit, and it's gonna get to the point where that shit just explodes, and it's not gonna go well. Because then people are going to go very extreme with it because they've been so tired of being censored and told that they can't say or do things or question anything, or it's just stupid. Like I don't agree with that at all. So I like that bar a lot.
This shit is like opioid abuse, isn't it? Yep.
You got an addiction, man.
So I assume that the addiction is his addiction to just saying wild shit, to offending people, to coming out and just going against the grain, so to speak, or what people think is the grain.
No, you can't get rid of me forever because you know that I'm prescription, man.
This is white gold on the hook. I like him.
Goddamn, I miss you, Slim. You got an addiction, man.
I think that's his name.
I know you can't get rid of me forever because you know that I'm prescription, man. Next time I'll be in your vent.
There's times when I lay down to sleep, I argue with myself. Am I the only one who thinks this way? Do I need help? Just a little bit, know a lot of it. I really gotta quit. Something's wrong with me, my God. Old habits die hard.
Look at you. What's the matter with you people? You're sad that people are mean? Well, I'm sorry. The world isn't one big liberal arts college campus.
Facts.
You're all pricks.
Mom shaming, dad shaming, yeah, fat shaming, mansplaining, blah, cry babies, attack Shady, wah, mad cause they can't tame me, they come to censors.
See, like right there, I'm positive he's using Eminem AI for his old voice and mixing it in with some of the new shit. And I like that. I'm curious if he's gonna get any hate for this. I wonder if people are gonna get mad about it. Because there's always those weird people, oh my God, if anybody can use the AI of themselves when they were younger, it's the person themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I have no problem with this. I think this is actually genius. And in reality, this could start to set a standard. And some people might be scared of that. But like for older artists, as they get older in age, to be able to mix in some younger shit, because there's going to be AI that can do it.
Well, I'm sorry. The world isn't one big liberal arts college campus.
I wonder if there's going to be a song on here where it's just all younger Slim. Yo, imagine that. I think that'd actually be kind of crazy.
Pricks.
Mom shaming, dad shaming, yeah, fat shaming, mansplaining, blah, cry babies, attack Shady, wah, mad cause they can't tame me, they come to censors like the Avengers, and they assemble like Prince and intern, a word like ginger, until the N word, all these pronouns I can't remember.
Woo! Yo, he's gonna catch so much shit for this song, and I love it. I love it. They're trying to turn ginger to the N-word. And wait, hold up. He said something else too that I wanted to talk about.
They come to censors like the Avengers, and they assemble like Prince and intern, a word like ginger, until the N-word.
Oh, hold up. There's a few things in here that I missed.
Wah, mad cause they can't tame me. They come to censors like the Avengers.
So here come the censors, but also here come the sin-sirs. Like I'm about to say some shit. It's like they assemble like the Avengers, but then the Prince thing. You think he said they assemble like Prince, like assemble, like they come together, but also assemble, like Prince.
And they a symbol like Prince, and in turn a word like ginger, into the N word. All these pronouns I can't remember. They of them, theirs, his or him, hers. Into them girls who bought tits to get attention, then get hit on by ugly men who are.
And then I like how he goes back to the old school M voice when he says the girls that got tits, because that's some shit that I feel like he talked about a lot back in the day.
And they a symbol like Prince, and in turn a word like ginger, into the N word. All these pronouns I can't remember. They of them, theirs, his or him, hers. Into them girls who bought tits to get attention, then get hit on by ugly men who are not in your league, so you pretend you're a victim and meet to them. Outrage, how fake.
Yo, I like this. Okay, first of all, I agree with him. The pronoun, it's confusing. I'm sorry. No offense to anybody out there. Hey, listen, if your group of friends wants to call you V-Vim, Z-Zim, Zemzer, and all these different pronouns, have at it. I back you, your friend group. I wish you guys the best. I want you to be happy. But don't expect that of me, because I can't keep track of all these damn things. I'm going to be honest with you. And it's not out of disrespect. It's just I got too much other shit going on in my life to worry about filling my brain with stuff that's just of no importance. I'm sorry. It's just the way that I feel. But then he goes on to talk about girls who get approached by somebody who's not in their league, and they turn it into them being a victim. That is so real. And I've had this discussion with friends and shit before. There are certain situations where like a guy might come up, maybe he like, tries to hit on a girl or something like that, tries to get her number. And there are certain things where he might be like, yo, like you are fine. You got nice curves or something. And it's like, oh, how dare you? Or, I'm trying to think of a very specific situation, and I can't off the top of my head, but basically they'll just turn it into like, oh my God, I can't believe he did that. But then if some guy that she was really into and attracted to came up and said the same thing, or did whatever it was that was the exact same, it suddenly would be okay, right? And so it's like, just because he's not in your league doesn't mean that you're suddenly a victim of something. But if he was hot and you liked him, then it's all good. Like, it's like, it's either bad or it's not bad. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just pick and choose and have it both ways. I can't think of a specific situation, but like, let's just say a guy I can't think of anything specific. I was gonna say a guy comes up and like taps a girl on the shoulder. Oh my God, don't touch me. Like, you touched me. Oh my. But if she's attracted to him, she's like, oh, hey. Next thing you know, she's rubbing against it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just like, you don't become a victim because you're not attracted to the guy that approached you, right? It's either everybody does something and it's wrong, or it's right. It's not, you pick and choose.
All these pronouns I can't remember. They of them, theirs, his or him, hers. Into them girls who bought tits to get attention, then get hit on by ugly men who are not in your league, so you pretend you're a victim and meet to them. Outrage, how fake. Nowadays some gals, they just clout chase. Look at me with sour grapes and your brow raised. Bitch, you ain't about head, about face.
Yo, it makes me... I mean, it's not that he's talking about this, but like, you always wonder if he's talking about something that he saw. And I'm sure it's not the situation that I talked about, which was like the Minecraft streamer. Obviously, that's not what he's talking about. I would almost guarantee it's not, but he does pay attention to a lot of shit. So you always figure that some of these things come from certain specific situations that sparked the want to write a bar about it. But that is actually the perfect situation to explain what I'm trying to say. So I apologize for pausing again. But there was a situation with the Minecraft streamer George and some girl, and they're at a party and they're cuddling together, and everything is good. And, like, you cuddle with a girl, and next thing you know, like, maybe you move your hand a little bit. Like, you kind of get a feel for the situation through body language of what the next move might be. If she's cool with this or that, maybe you going for a kiss, so on and so forth. But because he didn't ask to put his hand on her thigh, even though her ass was pushed up against his fucking dick, and they're basically, but that makes him a bad person, because he has to ask, can I put my hand on your thigh? Is it right if I move my hand up your thigh to your waist? Like, you have to ask every step of the way instead of just body language, which is how it's always been. And if someone says no, then you stop. And if they don't say no and their body language is pushing into you and giving you that vibe, then you continue, and it's just common sense. But it seems like that's not a thing anymore, right? Now, if it's someone that's attractive that the girl is really into, then it's all good. But if maybe she just happens to be a little drunk, she's with some guy, she doesn't find him that attractive, or she decides the next day that she doesn't find him attractive, then all of a sudden, we're going to Me Too this man. Like, so there's a lot of situations like that that are just actually crazy. So I'm sorry, I had to pause and talk about it because it came to my mind.
Then get hit on by ugly men who are not in your league, so you pretend you're a victim and meet to them. Outrage, how fake. Nowadays some gals, they just clout chase. Look at me with sour grapes and your brow raised. Bitch, you ain't about head, about face. Little white middle age, upper middle class with a glass of wine and your cigarette. Bitch, get off the internet. You ain't even fed your kids dinner yet. Parental discretion, mental aggression. My head's a Smith & Wesson, you're messing.
Hold on. Before he goes into this flow, he's gonna catch some shit for that too. Telling some middle-aged woman you ain't even fed your kids dinner yet. But you know there's gonna be the feminist like, is it her job to cook dinner all the time? Are you telling her that she should stay in the kitchen? You already know that's coming. I like the whole if you don't give head, then about face. I like that. That's actually kind of fire. And a lot of the girls that be doing some of this Me Too shit, like some of it is legit. Don't get me wrong. But then there's some of it where they literally see the ability to gain clout. They see that this is a very popular moment. And so they're like, yo, if I can find any one little thing that I can turn into a Me Too moment, I might become famous. I might get a lot of attention. And that's where the internet becomes a little bit scary.
White middle age, upper middle class with a glass of wine and your cigarette. Bitch, get off the internet. You ain't even fed your kids dinner yet. Parental discretion, mental aggression. My head's a Smith & Wesson. You're messing with a lethal weapon like an evil stepdad. I got it infrared like a ginger stepkid who pissed the bed. I do this shit.
He said, I got an infrared like the ginger stepkid who pissed the bed. Yo, that's wild. That's wild. Then he said something about I'm a lethal weapon like an evil stepdad. I'm assuming that's a reference from either the movie Lethal Weapon or I think they made a TV show, but I would assume it's from the show maybe because I don't know if there's an evil stepdad in the movie. Unless it's not a reference to that at all, but that's the first thing that came to my mind.
Little white middle age, upper middle class with a glass of wine and your cigarette. Bitch, get off the internet. You ain't even fed your kids dinner yet. Parental discretion, mental aggression. My head's a Smith & Wesson. You're messing with a lethal weapon like an evil stepdad. I got it infrared like a ginger stepkid who pissed the bed. I do this shit in jest and it's just a mess in there. Put your head. And if men want to wear lipstick and women's underwear, who cares? The shit is their business, not bear. Witness beware, bitches to blare.
See, you know what's crazy? He said, if a man... Hold up, because this is where he's gonna catch shit, but it's wild that he will. Watch.
Red like a ginger stepkid who pissed the bed. I do this shit in jest and it's just a mess in there. Put your head.
So first of all, he said I do this in jest, just to be messing with your head. Like, so he does a lot of shit on purpose because it's, again, he likes to see the reaction of people.
And if men want to wear lipstick and women's underwear, who cares?
If men want to wear lipstick in men's underwear or women's underwear, who cares?
Shit is their business, not bear witness.
Shit is their business. Okay, my bad. I didn't mean to pause this so many times, but. Right? Like, so he said, hey, listen, if a man wants to wear lipstick and women's underwear, who cares? It's their business. But you know damn well now he's a phobe. He's a phobe because it's not a man, it's a woman. Why would you say that it's a man? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is so 2024 because that's what people do. They stick on one specific thing you said, even though you're like, yo, listen, if someone wants to do that, who cares? It's their business. It doesn't matter that you said that. That end part doesn't matter because in the beginning you said man and you didn't refer to them as a woman as they believe that they should be referred to as. So now you're wrong. You're a phobe. You're all these horrible things. We need to cancel you. That's what's wrong with society right now. It's absolutely crazy. And it's like, I ain't even going to get too far into it. Like it's just, I'm not gonna get too far into it. Let me stop. I'm gonna get myself canceled.
Beware, bitches to blare, which on you scared. Bitches, I'm surreptitious and square. Business just attacked my therapist with a pair of scissors like Merry Christmas dresses. A Harry Krishna terrorist with the hair trigger. With these buttons, I'm always pushing. Pain, I'm always inflicting. Protesters outside the Shady office is livid. It'll make you think that you had the game unlocked till they pick it. Only way for me to explain it, yes, I'm conflicted. Walking on eggshells like if I take it too far, is this it? Part of me gets it and wants to say I'm sorry and fix it. So all my statements are basically contradictory. Like using the F word for gay is wrong and offensive. And it's insensitive.
Ooh, okay, I like this. Hold up.
These buttons I'm always pushing, pain I'm always inflicting. Protesters outside the Shady office is livid. It'll make you think that you had the game unlocked till they pick it. Only way for me to explain it, yes, I'm conflicted.
The only way for me to explain, so he's gonna explain his whole mentality behind a lot of this stuff.
It'll make you think that you had the game unlocked till they pick it. Only way for me to explain it, yes, I'm conflicted. Walking on eggshells like if I take it too far, is this it? Part of me gets it and wants to say I'm sorry and fix it.
See, so he's claiming that, I say some crazy shit sometimes, and part of me gets it. It makes me want to say sorry and fix it, right? And the thought of like, I'm walking on eggshells, and it's like, if I go too far, is this it? And it's like, that's not how you should have to live life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I say my opinion on something, it might be too far, and it's over. My life is over. They're gonna find out where I live. They're gonna find out my job. They're gonna call. They're gonna this. They're gonna that. Like, I hate that mentality. I hate that. But that is what we're doing right now in 2024, 2020. It's what we've been doing for a few years now, and it's actually crazy, right? And like he said, part of me understands to an extent and wants to apologize and stuff. But when you do that, you're fueling the bullshit on the other side sometimes, because there are moments where somebody can say, hey, you know, I'm sorry, I went a little bit too far with that, da 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 da. But it's the fact that the other side is pushing so hard that a lot of times people are like, yo, F that. I ain't gonna say sorry.
So all my statements are basically contradictory. Like using the F word for gay is wrong and offensive. And insensitive as if me saying the R word isn't.
Wait a minute.
Ooh, I like that. Saying the F word for gay is so... Hold up.
Part of me gets it and wants to say I'm sorry and fix it.
The contradictive part I like as well.
So all my statements are basically contradictory.
As a fact.
Like using the F word for gay is wrong and offensive. And
Using the F word for gay is wrong and offensive, as if me using the R word is okay.
so all my statements are basically contradictory. Like using the F word for gay is wrong and offensive. And insensitive as if me saying the R word isn't.
Wait a minute, which R word? Rape or retarded midget? Not cool. With this rhyme be okay if South Parker did it.
Woo, that's a good point. Yo, I was just gonna pause because he went in and said it. He just went hard with it. But then he said, would it be okay if South Park did it, right? Because there are certain avenues in life where people tend to be able to get away with shit, right? When South Park does stuff, I'm sure they get some outrage, but for the most part, it's accepted. Like, they're not losing any TV deals, right? Because it's like they're meant to be edgy. They're meant to be over the top with it. And so it's just expected. And so it's like, it's okay. Right? It's same with like comedy for the most part, right? Like, comedians will say some wild shit that will get a little bit out of pocket and get crazy with it. But because it's in the name of comedy and it wraps into a bit and a joke, it's all right. But if someone wants to rap it in a certain, it's like, I don't know.
Silly pick it. Only wait for me to explain it. Yes, I'm conflicted. Walking on eggshells like if I take it too far, is this it? Part of me gets it and wants to say I'm sorry and fix it. So all my statements are basically contradictory. Like using the F word for gay is wrong and offensive. And insensitive as if me saying the R word isn't.
Wait a minute, which R word? Rape or retarded midget? Not cool. Would this rhyme be okay if South Parker did it? Okay, screw you guys. Would it make you less angry if Cartman spit it? And as far as what I just stated regarding midgets, you'll probably think I'll just say that I'm playing. I'm not, I meant it. Yeah. Swear to God, I see one of them little fuckers come at me. I'll pick it up by its legs and drop it and kick it. Marshall, your wicked face that you are addicted, but they gon' do me the same as the baby with all of this shit. Chappelle.
Woo! Oh, little ode to the baby. Yo, the baby definitely. He's not canceled because he's still able to make a living off of his music, but that man was doing crazy numbers. He was going everywhere, getting invited everywhere, and that shit just stopped real quick. So I like that he's acknowledging that, and he's like, yo, they're gonna do me like the baby, basically.
Yeah, swear to God, I see.
Yo, that kick it, throw him and kick it like that. Yo, this man's different. This man's different. If it's a little baddie though, just send him my way. I got you.
One of them little fuckers come at me, I'll pick it up by its legs and drop it and kick it. Marshall, your wicked face that you are addicted, but they gon' do me the same as the baby with all of this shit. Chappelle and Colin, they're calling Shady misogynistic while raising 3 daughters. 2 graduated from college with honors, summa cum laude. My sense of humor is probably twisted. It's painfully obvious.
You got an addiction, man.
I like how he says they're gonna call me misogynistic, but I got, what do you say, 3 daughters, made it through college, highest honors, so on and so. So it's like, you know, like, really. And I like how after he said the crazy shit about pick him up, toss him, kick him, all that stuff, it's like, you know, you really are addicted. And so it's like, this is his way of kind of pissing people off, but at the same time, kind of saying like, you know, like, I'm addicted to pissing you off. Like, I want to push the boundary. Like, part of me gets it and wants to say sorry and fix it, but, you know, which is why all my statements are contradictive. But at the same time, like, I feel like I gotta push that envelope a little bit. I gotta get under your skin a little bit. Like, I'm addicted to kind of dancing on that line.
I know you can't get rid of me forever, cause you know that I'm prescription, man.
This hook is fire
Goddamn,
too.
I miss you, Slim. Hey, you got an addiction, man. I know you can't get rid of me forever, cause
I want
you know
another
that I'm
verse.
prescription, man. Next time I'll be in your vans.
I'm just playing, little people. You know I love you.
Yo, my man said, I'm just, ooh.
All right, here.
Okay, they did the chuk. I was like, wait, I know that. Okay. All right. Yo, that was fun. I kind of wanted another verse on that just because it was so wild and crazy. That song was fire. I enjoyed that because I feel like not only did he step on people's toes a little bit, push the boundaries, definitely going to piss some people off, but at the same time, he kind of explained it and explained why. And it's like an addiction to just, I have have to do this kind of shit. Like, I liked it. That whole track was fire. Curious what you guys think. Let me know down below in the comments. I appreciate you guys. Probably going to see 3 or 4 of them drop today as far as the songs off this album, and we'll do that every single day until we get through it. So probably by Monday or Tuesday, we'll have gone through the entire album. I wish I had the time to sit here and do all of it in one day. I really do. I did that with his last one, but I just unfortunately don't have the time because I have so many different things that I have to do. But I will be live tonight, twitch.tv/DuaneTV. I'm not going to be listening to any of the album, so I apologize. Don't come for that. But we could talk about the first couple of songs, and obviously we check out other music, hang out, kick it, and all that stuff for a while. So if you guys want to come through, I will be there. I appreciate you. I will catch you in the next one, homies.